Bang! Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, your daily cryptocurrency and blockchain aggregated news show on YouTube. Look. This is part 2 of last night's show. There's still drinking, smoking, and cursing going on, so if you can't handle that, fuck off. All right, here I come in 3, 2, 1. Bang! All right, brothers. Look. Look, I'm sorry about last night. This is part 2 of last night's show. I was like, yo, fuck that. So it is now 8:23 in the a.m. here in South Beach. I was like, yo, fuck. I had a little nap. I was like, fuck this. I'm doing that show because I have some shit I wanted to talk to you guys about. And then everything got all angry with my stomach and everything. No, man. Look. I'm always on duty. So this is part 2 of last night's show. All right. Well, I guess it's still today's show wherever you're watching this. But anyway, from a couple hours ago. So, you know, I had some stuff I wanted to tell you guys, and then that happened. So we're going to go with a little bit of bang. We're going to go bang. And I mean, since we're here and all, though, we will just do a little refresh and like a little market. Take a little look at the markets real quick. Yeah, all right. We're not going to go through the whole up-down thing because we just did that. Well, fuck it. Why not? We did a couple hours ago, but whatever. All right, usual suspects. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin Casio, Stellar, Litecoin, Tether, Bitcoin SV, and Tron. All right, let's just go down. Whatever, man. Let's just do how we normally do. Low single digits up, low single digits up, low single digits up, low single digits up. All right. And then we'll just do the usual. What's on sale, if anything, from a couple hours ago? Bang. All right, Revain, Maximi Coin, Nexo, Komodo, Odom, Waves, USD Chain, Coin, True USD, Binance Coin, and Paxos Standard, and what made any money? Bang, Dex, Linky, Ethereum, Maiden Safe Coin, Maker, Bagheera Coin, Banker, Omisgo, Raven Coin, and Monero. Okay. All right, and then we still have the 15 billion in volume, 132 billion overall market cap. All right, this is where we left off yesterday. All right, so not yesterday, a couple hours ago, actually. And don't worry, we're doing the regular scheduled show again. I just didn't want to. That sucked, man. That sucked, man. Look, you know how it is. You know where I live, so you know. New Year's Eve gets a little rowdy around these parts. My body couldn't handle that there, but anyway, I'm back. I'm back and in action. Damn right. So. Well, all right. So let's get back to where we are. Okay, guys, let's just forget about that. All right. So what I want to talk to you about, this is an interesting, and I forgot that other article, actually, I want to always show people, actually. Hold on. Let me, all right, we'll call that up in a second. So I brought this one up. No, I have to bring that up now because it'll make sense to this story. So I bring up this actively. Just 1 second, guys. Let me just pull up this. What do you do? Hold on, man. Hold on. I just came back to life. All right. Copy. All right. So remember we always talk about the 36 working product, right? And so let me put that right here. Bang. Do you see that? Wait. Oh, we're starting it now. All right. So that'll load up when it feels like it, apparently. It's going to take a minute. So the top 10 cryptocurrencies aren't the most actively developed. So we have that thing about the 36 working product. And anyways, I thought this was interesting because these are the ones that are actually developing, right? So maybe they might not actually be in use yet. Still, what's with this? But why is that doing that? But they're being developed, all right? So work is being done on them. So this could be a good way for your investing in, I don't know, just keep these 10 in your mind, right? About what's going down. I mean, but some of them are already being used and everything. So yeah. So the top 10 cryptocurrencies aren't the most actively developed. So CoinCodeCap.com keeps track of the development activity of dozens of cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is the 52nd most active cryptocurrency in terms of development, though it is the most active in terms of daily trading volume. It also has the largest market capitalization by far and arguably more liquidity than several national currencies around the world. That's pretty interesting. The top 10 cryptocurrencies do not necessarily line up with the most actively developed. The top 10 most active development teams in cryptocurrencies tracked on the site are Cardano. So from 1 to 10, Cardano, Augur, Ox, Ethereum, Lisk, Status, Tron, Komodo, Skycoin, and Waves. Cardano, so I'll read it like this so you can still watch the list a little bit. Cardano has more than twice the commits of the second place Augur at over 45,000. It should be noted that not every commit in a repository is necessarily of substance. So simply looking at the external metrics of a Git repository does not necessarily indicate the level of work being done. A single commit can contain changes to every single file in a repository, and it would still only count once. Likewise, a separate change to every file in a repository could be pushed, and it would count as numerous commits. All right. Strong development efforts don't always equal strong market results. Of course not. We're in an immature market. Why would the other day we read about ontologies. What was it? It was called ontdev something, right? That the development thing. You can go and remember just one click, boy, just one click, and and it was free, and you could just click it and start building your distributed apps. Yeah, how could something like that come out and then your thing goes down? Because we're in immature markets. So Tron, which is 6 places below Cardano on the development activity list, is currently a top 10 cryptocurrency by market cap. It had a 24-hour trading volume of 68 million, a total market cap about 25% higher, and price per token about half of Cardano's. Ethereum is number 4 on the list. Is still second on the list of cryptos by market cap after a significant rebounding push over the past couple of weeks. Perhaps it is notable that it tops both charts. Ethereum has multiple development repositories, but only its core client development is tracked by CoinCodeCap. In all, it seems they might be putting the most work and returning the most market-based results. All right. So several development teams like Monero and Zcash have their work spread across multiple repositories, which are not necessarily tracked by the site or immediately evident. In the case of Monero, it has 2 main development branches, one for its GUI wallet, GUI, graphical user interface, and one for its daemon implementation. Bitcoin, on the other hand, does the majority of its development in a single repository. So this is the way they calculate it, right? So here are the top cryptocurrencies by market capitalization and the current rankings by CoinCodeCap. So here's the top 10 in terms of cap, and then where they rank by this thing. So Bitcoin is actually number 52. Ethereum is number 4 in development. Ripple is number 113 in development. Bitcoin Cash 143. EOS number 15. Stellar 54. Litecoin 195. Tether's not ranked. Bitcoin SV is not ranked. Tron is number 7, and Cardano is number 1. All right, and anyway, so I just wanted to bring that up just in case you guys are interested in looking, like, just to see what's being, developed, right? Who's doing stuff in terms of at least getting their stuff up and running. As you can see, Tron is already up and running. Waves is up and running. Cardano's up and running. Augur is up and running. Ethereum's up and running. I don't know about these other ones. So, but I thought you guys would like that article there because it sort of goes with this article. Now, people ask, right? Like I brought up this the other day, and a lady asked me, like, "Hey, Shamari, do you have the list of?" We always talk about it here that there are only 36 working cryptos in crypto land. So there's 2,000 cryptos. Yeah, but only 36 of them have working product, okay? And this is, if you're going to be invested in anything before the institutional guys arrive, bang! Before these guys get here, you better have working product, right? So we'll read this a little bit. Only 36 of the coins and tokens among the top 100. So this is amongst the top 100 in market cap have working product to show for, according to research and investment analysis invest in blockchain. Those include the largest and most popular blockchain products such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Monero, Tether, and Zcash, as well as the utility tokens of major cryptocurrencies, Qcoin shares, Binance Coin, and Huobi token. The authors of the study, John Bardinelli and Daniel Frumkin, looked at the 100 cryptocurrencies with the largest market cap that have working product which provides real value. Despite some improvements from 2017 when the same research had been done, the results aren't exactly stellar. In 2018, either and a little over 1/3 of the coins and tokens had something meaningful to show for themselves out of the top 100. The study compared so this is what the study did, actual features delivered by the project to what has been promised to the public and what the plans are. So according to the criteria, to qualify as working product, a project has to be active and available to the public. Now, the mainnet also has to be released some time ago and is well above the version of the 1.0 stage. It has to be used by businesses and individuals on a daily basis for decentralized applications, smart contract, and digital currency transactions. The authors excluded the main nets of EOS, VeChain, and Ontology because they weren't around yet, right? So, and this is what the authors say. The mere existence of a product does not necessarily mean that the product is working, the report notes. After all, is the foundation really doing any work when there's no weight on top of it? Likewise, a distributed app platform that has a main net, but that doesn't have any noteworthy distributed apps on top of it, isn't considered working by the criteria, okay? So it's got to actually be doing what it says it's supposed to do. And so the full list of the 36 tokens are as follows. And I'll read them. With actual working product is the following: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, Stellar, Litecoin, Tether, Monero, Neo, Binance Coin, Zcash, Qtum, Aux Protocol, Bytecoin, Decred, BitShares, Steem, Siacoin, Augur, Basic Attention Token, Nano, Golem, PundiX, Waves, Qcoin Shares, WanChain, Komodo, Ardor, Huobi Token, Zencash, Pivx, Kyber Network, Bancor, Loom Network, Polymath, and Bitbox Token. And remember to add EOS, VeChain, Ontology, and Tron is actually on the list as well. So it's actually really 40 working product that are available. And so people ask me like, yo, Shmar, man, is there a list for that? There is really a list. And so here it is, all right? And so I'll pin this to the top of the comments of this part 2 of my of the thing. And so that's what I wanted to talk about, because I want everyone to go in. So let's talk about 219 for a little bit. Shmar, man, what do you see for 219 going forward? 2019. And that's what I wanted to talk about a little bit. Let's go here, actually. We can go right to full face. Bang. Yes, get to look at my ugly face for a little bit. Look, guys. So, Shmari, man, what's going to go down in 2019? Because we are in a pivotal moment in a pivotal year. I believe we're in our pivotal moment in a pivotal year. What is the year? This is the year. This is what I'm going to call it. This is the year of regulatory clarity. The year of regulatory clarity. Now, we talked about it the other day. Yeah, we've been watching the infrastructure getting built, and that's really cool. I mean, obviously, it's amazing. That's what you need, right? But it's not going to work. Not that it's not going to work, but no one's going to use it if they don't have regulatory clarity. How much taxes am I paying on this? What is that coin and what is that token? What, how is it classified? Is that Is that a commodity? Is that a stock? What is it, right? And so that's what I see this year as being. I think we're going to so why a pivotal point in a pivotal year? I told you guys, I think Q2, May, June, July is when we should begin to see. So let's start at the beginning. Right now, Backed is coming out January 24th, right? That's what they say. Now, I think I said this last video before my stomach got all crazy, but I'll say it again. You know, thanks to Trump and everything, well, the government is shut down here in America. If you're not from here in America, yeah, here in America, our government is shut down. Yeah. How does that work? Yeah, it's interesting, right? Yeah, it's shut down. And so, well, Backed needs approval from the CFTC for their futures contract coming out in January. Yeah. Well, no one's there working at the CFTC right now. It's shut down. They're sent home, right? And the SEC has 9. We're waiting for what? 9 ETF applications, right? We're waiting for 8 of them, and then the one Van Eck one. So 9 altogether. Yeah. Well, there's no one there to review them or give the ruling on them, or, you know, type up the ruling. I don't know, however, you know. Yeah, they're not there. The government is shut down. So that fucks up a bunch of stuff, right? How long is this shutdown going to last? It's shut down. Why is it shut down? Well, because this guy Trump, he wants to build a wall. So here in America, blah, 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 people, they run up, just like over there in Europe, you guys in Europe, the migrants come across the Mediterranean in those boats, and then they land in Italy and Greece. All right, well, here in America, they literally just run across the border, right? Like, just run across, right? And so, for some reason, this fuckstick, he thinks it's the end of the world if he doesn't get a wall, right? So he shut down the government to get one. You know, the guy's an idiot. And it's going to delay the rulings on our ETFs and on that futures thing that that Backed wants to offer. So what do I think the year going forward? Shamar, what's your opinion about the year going forward? So what I think is this. I think going forward we're going to have Backed whenever the government unshuts or opens again. Unshuts, what kind of word is that? When it opens again, as far as those 8 ETFs, I don't think they're going to go through. Because remember, they had all those questions, right? And then remember, there were 3 of them: anti-money laundering, terrorist financing, and market manipulation. I don't think those 8 answered them because they were already denied. Remember, they just brought them back for review again? But I think they got denied. Now, the Van Eck one, I think that one's going to go through. I didn't report on this, but actually in mid-December, Van Eck sent its executives to the SEC to go talk to them about their application. So I think they amended it. I think they were allowed to amend their application. I mean, I don't know, obviously. But, I mean, why are you sending your chief blah, blah, blah officer and chief this officer and your lawyers and everything unless you're amending your application, right? So I think that the Van Eck one will be approved, but that's going to be at the end. All right, hold on. Let me just fuel a little bit. I think that'll be at the end of Q2. Once they're approved, we talked about this before. This is a copycat world. Once it's approved, well, all these guys, they're going to make their applications with the same criteria. So whatever Van Eck uses for their anti-money laundering thing, all right, everyone's just going to do that. Whatever they told the SEC they're going to do for the terrorist financing thing, yeah, everyone's just going to do that. And the big thing, remember we talked about this, and this is the big thing, price discovery. The ETF, the SEC wants to make sure that the ETF and futures aren't being manipulated on the back end through the exchanges, because that's where you get your price at, right? And so Van Eck, I believe, is the one that it's either VanEck or Gemini. I don't remember who did it, but they said, all right, we're going to use 3 exchanges for price discovery. So I understand if you wanted to manipulate the market, you could just go on Binance with, I don't know, a couple $1 million, manipulate the price of your Bitcoins, and that would make your futures contracts come into play or whatever and stuff like that. But if you're using 3 or 4 or more exchanges, you can't manipulate all those exchanges at once. I mean, you could technically, but you know what I mean? I mean, it's tough. That would be tough. And that'd be a lot of money deployed. And if it didn't work, well, you'd have lost a bunch on that, right? So that's where I see things going. I think May, June, July of this year, we're going to be, so VanEck in January, or whenever this fucking idiot opens the government again, that'll come through. Then I think the 8 that we're waiting for, the 8 ETFs, they're going to be denied. But I think the VanEck one's going to go through. Once the VanEck one goes through, that should be around probably by March, latest. When that goes through, bang, we are going to see multiple ETFs, multiple just applications for futures contracts and all that kind of stuff. And then, so that'll be like in March. Well, it takes 3 months for the SEC to rule on things. So that's why I say June. June, I believe, that's when we're going to see a flurry of true approvals of stuff. And the money really start to roll in June. Okay, so that's what I think is going to happen this year. And then along that track, because remember I told you we're on 2 tracks. We are on the infrastructure track, which is that I just spoke to you about, SEC approvals and CFTC approvals as well here in America, but also the approvals over in Europe. Remember, it's the Germans. Stuttgart said end-to-end solutions they're going to offer. France said they want to be number 1. And so I think on the regulatory, on the infrastructure track, these things being built by June. Now, this is the bitch, the regulatory part. And that's why I say this year will be the year of regulatory clarity. All that infrastructure stuff I think will be approved. I'm not too sure if we're going to have regulatory clarity yet. So I'm not sure if money is going to pile in quite yet. I think this year is going to be that. Europe, England, the Japanese, the South Koreans, Australia is doing work right now. Actually, I had a story about Australia. Is doing work right now on their regulations. And like I said, this is a copycat world. So whoever regulates first, they'll probably just try to copy it, right? The politicians will copy it. And so that's what we're going to have our eyes focused on this year, right, brothers? This year I'm going to talk a lot about, and I'm going to be looking a lot at and reporting a lot about the regulations. Holy, without them, it doesn't work. You can have all the ETFs you want. If a $50 billion hedge fund doesn't know how they're going to be taxed, they're not coming in. All right? So that's what I think we're going to focus on this year, brothers, is a lot about the regulation. We need regulatory clarity. Infrastructure, the infrastructure track, no problem. They're building custodianship. They're building trading desks. They're building all that. But none of that works. It's like you can build a highway. You can build a highway all you want, but you got to put the speed limits and the signs on the road and everything so you can use the thing, right? Or else you don't, they would just drive and not know, what stop, which exit to exit if they didn't know, what street they would exit off of. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, so the highway is being built. Bang. That's our infrastructure. Now we need the regulations. We need the signs for the highway. Tell these guys how much taxes they're going to pay. Are these commodities? Are these securities or what? All right, so that's what I think this year is going to be. So, Shamari, is there going to be money coming this year? Later this year. Later this year, I think third Q1, Q3, Q4 is when we'll actually begin to see money piling in. Once we have some regulatory clarity on things. And then obviously 2020, roaring is what I think. All right, so that's it. I wanted to bring that up. I wanted just say that because, well, it was supposed to be the first show of the new year, except I got sick, so it's part 2 of the first show of the new year. But that's where I think we're going forward, guys. And so we'll be keeping a hard look on that. All right. Was there anything else? Oh, the trade war. Anyways, the trade war thing, we're not going to talk about this, but look, this trade war, it looks like it's moving well. If by March 1st it's not ready, we're going to be in a lot of trouble, man. We are definitely going to go risk off in a big way. But that's in March 1st, so I'm going to keep our eyes on that for us, okay? And then institutional investors coming into the space. And so I'm not going to read about, I was going to read this to you guys, but we've already read all this. We've already gone through all of this, blah, blah, blah. But we didn't go through some of this. So like for here instance, Australia, they're doing they got their first crypto investment fund. And one of their guys believes that massive retail offerings and institutional investors are probably the only groups that can meaningfully move the needle on the crypto market cap from here on. Exactly. This market cap right here, brothers, we've talked about it before. It's just us and the cult members, right? That's it. This ain't going anywhere. All these prices here aren't going anywhere until institutional money arrives. And that's how that's going to go. Right. And then here in Congress, blah, blah, blah. We have some lobbying arms, and here a lobbying firm by DC, Coinbase, Circle, and Digital Currency have made a lobbying firm so that they are moving in a concrete way to talk to the politicians to get them to regulate, to do their jobs and actually vote on stuff. And like we talked about, France really wants to be the leader of crypto. They want to beat their rivals, the U.S. and China. They don't want to miss out on the internet revolution like they did in the 90s again. So things are going to happen, and that's why I say this year is going to be the year, and we're going to keep our eye on France big time, the year of regulatory clarity. I believe regulatory clarity. We're going to have infrastructure. That's happening. That's a no-brainer. That's easy. But now we're going to have regulatory clarity is what I think. Oh, sorry. I wasn't even showing you guys the thing. Regulatory clarity. So institutions, China, and stuff like that. 36 working product, though. So that's what you got to buy. You got to buy out of that 36. We're going to get our clarity. We're still, the infrastructure path is well on its way, and we should be good. All right. So I had to make a part 2 of this because, man, I wanted to get that out there. That's what I see this year going. So, July, August, September, that should be the regulatory. I hope by then we have some nice, at least discussion going on regulatory wise, and the market should be moving our way. All right. So, all right. So let's do our normal shout outs and airdrops. Son of a bitch. Wrong cuz. Airdropper 007. Bang, bang, bang. See you, brother. Alina Molina. See you. Bang. Airdropper 2410. The Hurricane Master. I always talk about this guy. He was airdropping during a hurricane last year. He's in Hawaii. And Hawaii got a hurricane. He didn't give two shits. He was airdropping anyway. Yo, right in the middle of that shit. And that's the spirit we need. Luck, luck, luck. Crypto Pioneers. See you, brother. Bang. What else do we got? Moto Spills. See you, brother. Bang. Cousin David. Bang as well. Happy New Year to you too, brother. Bang. And the wrong head. See you. DP Entertainment. See you, brother. Bang. Christina follows me now. Bang. See you, lady. Look at her nice, peaceful place. That looks beautiful like there. Do some good hunting and fishing in there, those parts. Bang. Radster, see you, brother. Bang. Pollywood. Oh, Pollywood, yes. Thanks for showing me that thing about the coin market cap, the way to make the Bitcoin thing go. Trini Crypto, see you, gal. Wagwan. Bang. What else we got? Bang. There he is, the airdrop master, Bob, 844-11320. Bang. See you, brother. Arj, crypto trader into mass crypto adoption. Bang. See you, Arj. All right. So good. All right. Oh, wait. I just saw some new face right there. What was that? Crypto Rocky. See you, buddy. Bang. Rock Zacharias. All right. So there we go. There's the fucking show that we were supposed to do. Holy. All right. I got a little sick. You know how things go here, brothers. I live in South Beach. Things get a little loose. They get a little wild. And look, I'm 44 years old, man. I know I look young, but I'm 44, man. I can't take the damage I used to when I was a kid, as evidenced by last night's show. So I'm glad I could actually fucking finish it for you. I'm going to do it. We're going to be back at normal. So this is part 2 of last night's show. And then we'll be back with show starting tonight again. So it's 8:54 in the a.m. I'm proud of myself. I finished that show. Like I said, I'm always on duty. Fuck sticks. They can't stop me. Right? Well, you could delay me a little bit, but you can't stop me. So look. Fuck sticks. I love you guys all. Have a happy, profitable new year. Look at that 36 working product list. Make sure your coins are in that. Look, if you own anything outside that list, look, I don't tell you what to do with your money. I just give you my opinion. I'll just say if it's outside of that list, well, but remember the Tron, the EOS, the IOTA, and wait, what was it? Tron, EOS, IOTA, Ontology, and VeChain are also on that list, all right? So there's actually 41 working product, all right? 41 working product, all right? So that's it. Make sure you got that product, and let's go into 2019 in a good way, happily. Bang, waiting for a tsunami, which is just a little bit close. So this is the year, brothers. This is what I'm going to call this. Bang, Shamari Clark says 2019 is the year of regulatory clarity. Regulatory clarity and mass infrastructure growth. That's what this year is going to all be about. And then, well, you know, obviously around here we'll cover whatever coin is doing whatever. All right, brothers. So that's Chill and Kill It. Let's get you back to your wives and lives. Subscribe below. Press the bell button. It'll tell you when I do these, whenever I upload them. And yeah, so that's it for today. It's good to be back. Nice and healthy body now. All right. So, Chill and Kill It. All right. So this is Shamari Clark. Luck. This is my favorite time of the day. Bang. Shamari Clark. I'm always on duty. See you guys tomorrow. Over and out.